Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the CD guy, Johnny Z here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel, and today I'm going to be reacting to Judas Priest's performance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last night and the possibility of a reunion with KK Downing in the future. Last night, Judas Priest were sorta kinda inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, receiving the award for musical excellence, and they did perform a medley of some of their greatest hits that include You've Got Another Thing Comin', Breaking the Law, and Living After Midnight. Basically the only three tracks that are played on classic rock radio from Judas Priest, which is a shame, but that said, it was a really entertaining medley, and of course, most importantly, it marked the reunion with KK Downing and Les Binks, two estranged members of the band. KK has not been with Judas Priest since 2011, and, since then has done a lot of complaining about Priest, and, has even gone so far as to release his own side project, KK's Priest, alongside Ripper Owens, among other guys. So, really, really cool to see KK reuniting with the band here, if not just for one night only. But before we get into the possibility of a reunion, let's talk about the performance itself. Right, the medley was really cool. It was great to see Glen Tipton up there, who, of course, his abilities have been limited due to illness at this point, but still to see him performing a medley was really cool and, showed that he still has something left to offer. And, of course, he was up there with two other guitarists, so, his job was definitely limited. He didn't have to do a lot of work up there, but that said, great to see Glen still performing with the band in some capacity. And what I thought was really cool was seeing the interactions between Ritchie Faulkner and KK Downing. Of course, Ritchie was the one who replaced KK in the band, but it doesn't seem like there's any bad blood left between KK and Ritchie Faulkner. They did also take a picture together after the show, which was really cool as well, and, I'm glad to see there's no bad blood between the two of them. I thought it was cool to see them interacting up on stage as well. That was awesome. And, of course, Rob Halford still sounds great. I saw them live a few months ago in September. I believe it was in September or late August, something like that. And it was a great show, and I was blown away by how Rob Halford still sounded. So that's definitely a positive. Of course, you have two drummers up there, that being Scott Travis and Les Binks. Les Binks also reuniting with the band here, has drummed on some classic Judas Priest albums, so great to see him, being included with the band in this this performance here for this award that they're receiving, and, I thought they did a great job as well on the drums. Definitely interesting to hear, two drummers with Judas Priest, and, with the three-man guitar team, it definitely does get you thinking about a reunion, and Rob Halford has also talked about how their next studio album is going to be taking the band in a more progressive direction. So when you hear that, you definitely think that maybe a three-guitar team would, be beneficial and, might follow the natural evolution of their sound as it seems to be going for their next album. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on, and, for me, I'm optimistic of a reunion with KK Downing and the band. I think that maybe the performance here and the practice prior to that may have got the ball rolling, may have dissipated some bad blood in the past, and, considering Glen Tipton's condition is not, going to get any better, and his job has been limited for a number of years now, it only makes sense to reunite with KK. And again, I saw Priest live a few months ago, and they were great, but I think the addition of KK Downing could only make their performance better at this point. Andy Sneap has done a fine job filling in for Glen Tipton, and Ritchie Faulkner is an awesome guitarist as well, but I think adding KK Downing back to the mix would definitely help the band in 2023 and beyond here, continuing to tour. I believe they're touring with Ozzy in 2023, so that's going to be really cool, but again, you can't help but think that KK Downing's addition to the band is needed at this point, seeing that Glen is pretty limited, and, if you can reunite with KK Downing at this point, I don't know why you wouldn't want to. He's such a talented guitarist with so much left to offer, and sounded great here at the reunion. So, again, I'm cautiously optimistic that this may have led to some kind of a reunion, or at least starting to get the ball rolling on that in 2023 and beyond. For followers of my channel, you probably know my thoughts on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame already, but long story short here, not a fan of it. Not a fan of how they snubbed Priest for so long, and continue to snub Iron Maiden as well, and also continue to induct performers from outside of the rock and metal genres like Dolly Parton and Eminem, while at the same time snubbing so many great rock and metal bands. So, not a fan of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at this point. I think they delegitimize themselves every year, all the time, but again, Priest, I definitely wanted more for them. I definitely wanted them to be inducted as performers, because to this day, there are only two metal bands that are actually inducted into the Hall as performers, that being Metallica and Black Sabbath. But, I guess it's better than, this than nothing. So if the band is happy and the fans are happy alike, then what more could you ask for, I guess? But I definitely wanted more for Priest personally. And, of course, the big headline here is the reunion with KK Downing, which hopefully will lead to a reunion in the future. So that wraps up this video here. Just wanted to share my thoughts real quick on Judas Priest's performance at the Rock and Roll Roll Hall of Fame last night, and the possibility of a reunion with KK Downing in the future as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below. We are less than 50 subscribers away from hitting 1,000, so if you've not subscribed yet to the channel, please go ahead and do so. It is greatly appreciated. Turn on the bell as well for notifications so you never miss a new upload. And let me know down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022? What are your thoughts on Priest's performance? And what are your thoughts on a potential reunion with KK Downing in 2023? I'd be very interested in hearing your thoughts, so let me know all that good stuff down in the comments. And until next time, it's the CD guy, Johnny Z, signing off. Take care, everybody.